going on, family? What's going on with the guys? It's your boy ST Overtime Don, aka Don Corleone, Mr. Depending on Nobody, living your life to the fullest every single day. How's it going, Cosmic Family? I'm just sending out all good positivity and prosperity to all my viewers and all my watchers who watching this. And do me one favor, if this your first time watching this video, hit that like and that subscribe button at the same time. Alright, family, I'm gonna dive straight into this one today. Alright, today we're gonna talk about mindfulness and living in the present moment. Mindfulness is the practice of intentionally focusing your attention on the present moment without judgment. It's about being fully aware of where you are, what you're doing, and how you feel right now. In our fast-paced world, we often find ourselves worrying about the future or reminiscing about the past, which can lead to stress and anxiety. Mindfulness allows us to step out of that cycle and reconnect with the here and now. Alright, so what is mindfulness? Mindfulness can be thought of as both a state and a practice. As a state, it's the act of being present, aware, and engaged in the current moment. As a practice, it involves exercise like meditation, mindful breathing, or simply observing your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings. What's going on, guys? Now, I'm gonna pull you guys to the second part of mindfulness and living in the present moment. The power of the present moment. Living in the present moment is about shifting our focus away from regret and the past and anxiety about the future, right? Dwelling on mistakes can lead to guilt or rumination. Constantly planning or worrying can create unnecessary stress, and as we talked about, worrying can do what? Slow the process of manifestation down. The present is the only place where life happens. By grounding ourselves in the moment, we can find familiarity, clarity, peace, and joy by living in the present moment. Alright, guys, moving on. We're at core principles of mindfulness. Number 1, awareness. Notice your thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise. Number 2, acceptance. Allow experiences to be as they are without judgment or resistance. 3, non-attachment. Recognize that thoughts and emotions are temporary and let them pass without clinging and hanging on to them. Number 4, curiosity. Approach each moment as a beginner's mind, as if experiencing it for the first time. Alright, guys, we're gonna move clean on to the next subject in this tutorial. Practical ways to be more present. One of the ways, and you know what, I'm gonna give you guys six examples of good ways to be more in the present moment. Number 1 of those 6 is mindful breathing. Take a few deep breaths and focus solely on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. This simple act helps center your awareness. Number 2, body scan. Notice how your body feels from head to toe. Pay attention to areas of tension and try to release them. Number 3, mindful observation. Look around your environment. Notice details you usually overlook, like the texture of a wall or the sound of distant traffic. Number 4, limit multitasking. Instead of juggling tasks, focus fully on one thing at a time. It enhances both performance and satisfaction. Number 5. What can you hear, smell, see, touch, or taste right now? Grounding yourself through your senses helps anchor you to the present moment. And last but not least, number 6, gratitude practice. Reflect on one thing you're grateful for in the present moment. It fosters positivity and appreciation and brings nothing but positive and abundant outcomes. Alright, so now we're going to talk about some common challenges that you might experience when you are grounding yourself in the present moment. Number one of those challenges, and I'll give you guys 3 of them, all right? Number one of those challenges are restlessness. At first, it can be hard to sit or focus. This is the normal start, small, practicing mindfulness for just 1 or 2 minutes and gradually increase the time. Just start small. You don't gotta go 30 minutes or a whole hour fresh off the bat. You gotta build your endurance. You have to build, you know what I'm saying, your meditation practices and your restlessness. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's gonna be hard to not try to be restless, when you are grounding yourself and pulling yourself from all different angles of where you were to where you are now, trust me, it can be pretty invigorating. Number 2, judging yourself. If you notice your mind wandering, avoid being critical. Simply acknowledge it and return to your focus. Let me tell you something, right? So anytime you're putting yourself to the present moment, you're going to have so many thoughts going through your mind. What you could have done better. So many things is going on around your mind at that time. It's really hard to, block out all of the disturbances just to go within. But trust me, you do this, you apply these practices numerous times throughout the week, I guarantee it'll be easy for you to ground yourself in this present moment, no matter where you are. And last but not least, number 3, expecting instant results. Mindfulness is a skill that develops over time. Its benefits become clearer with consistent practice. Practice makes perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, just because you had that, you did your sit down, you did your meditation, and sometimes, and let's just say this time, you had wandered off. You know what I'm saying? Your intended focus. That's life. Life be lifing, right, guys? But we here with each other, man, trying to get to the next better version of ourselves, right? All right, so let's move on to the next course. Well, the next topic in this course that we're teaching today. All right, guys. So to be mindful doesn't mean being mindful in 1 day out the week, 2 months out the year. No, that means actually being mindful every day. You know what I'm saying? And developing routines and strategies and structures to make sure that you discipline yourself enough to put these skills into practice. All right, so I'm gonna give you 3 examples of things that you should be doing in your everyday mindfulness, right? Number 1 is during routine activities. Be fully present while brushing your teeth, washing dishes, or walking. Notice every moment and sensation. Feel what's around you. Number 2, mindful eating. Savor each bite of your meal, paying attention to the flavors, textures, and smells. And definitely pay attention to after you consume it, how does it make your stomach feel? That's how you become connected to what's in you and what's around you. Because if you are not connected to what's in you nor around you, you can never fully be in the present moment. Number 3, conversations. Listen actively without planning your response. Be fully present with the other person. So anytime you're having a conversation, believe it or not, conversations actually play a big role in being in the present moment. Because you're not communicating with everybody that's around you in your timeline or in your stratosphere, you are basically blocking yourself off from potential openings, potential blessings, potential lessons, potential anything that the universe is willing to give you to align yourself in the present moment. All right, guys. Research has shown that mindfulness can rewire the brain through neuroplasticity, enhancing areas related to emotional regulation, reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety by promoting a balanced mental state, improve focus and decision-making skills by calmly and learning to become more calmer and controlling those overactive thoughts.